You know what Tommy Robinson reminds me of? A pig that can't stop eating. It doesn't matter how much money he's raised, how much money he's grifted off gullible British patriots, he always wants more. First of all, still no sign of the 2025 UTK accounts, is there? Now he's sending out even more and more letters to his email lists, almost menacing letters, the tone of some of them that I've seen, that he needs more money now for UTK 2026. Unite the cringedom, as some call it. Where is all this money? Where are the accounts? Where's the accounts of the money you've raised so far, Tommy? Where's your money? Blockchains, I've been told. Blockchains. Cryptocurrencies. Yeah? And let's see what Tommy's got to say here.
Come on! May 16th! Make your plans! Be in our capital city! We're taking over London.
Not your capital city though, is it, Tommy? You're not English. You're Irish. But nice of you to mention it. Besides, I thought you was living in America now.
Sign up at TommyInUSA.com for the latest news and content from America.
We are less than 4 weeks away from the biggest event I've ever organised, the biggest event the British public have ever attended in central London. Stressed. Stressed why? Because last time so many numbers turned up, the millions that come just couldn't see or hear the event. And that was the feedback I got from so many people.
Exactly, and it'll be the same this year, Tommy. You know that, but you don't care. You don't care how much money those people spent to get there, do you? You don't care how short some of them had to go in their weekly outgoings just so they could be there, chuck money in your bins, yeah. How much you could raise in donations. You don't care, Tommy, do you?
So this time round, we worked with the police to put in plans to make sure we had speaker systems set up everywhere for sound and screens so that however many people come, the hope was that they all could see and hear. But we're miles off, okay? I'll tell you where we are, we're nearly £200,000.
Oh, 200,000 now, is it? And yet the estimates that we calculated the other day at the maximum that you needed was around £160,000. And you've already raised that much money, haven't you, Tommy? But you've got more money coming in, haven't you? From your friends, but we'll see about that in a minute.
Away from achieving that goal. We've got the event. We've got the first free screens. We've got the big stage set up. We've got it all. We've put in...
And we've got wise to you, Tommy. You and all your Tommy Tards. You and all your cult followers, because that's what they are, cult followers. And we know who's behind you. We know who's paying you. We know you've received money from Israeli sources. And I've got a funny feeling, Tommy, by the end of this video, we're going to see who else from that part of the world is providing you with money. You're funny, Tommy. Funny. Stay in America. We don't want you back. You're like James Gordon. We didn't want him back either.
The plans, and we've got agreements for the rest. We just don't have the finance. Now, for years, people have said I was funded by a gentleman, a very successful businessman in the United States called Dr. Bob Shillman.
And where's Dr. Bob Shillman from? What do we know about Dr. Bob Shillman? I'll show you in a minute, guys.
That comes about because Dr. Bob Shillman funds conservative media networks. He's never funded me, that's the truth, okay? But he funded...
He might not have, but his friends have.
Rebel Media, who is a company who gave me my first break as a journalist.
You can't keep a straight face, can you, Tommy? And what happened to your teeth? You've been hanging around Paul Thorpe too long, haven't you? No.
And I worked for them. Now I'm in America. I'm about to go see Dr. Bob Shillman because people use it as an attack against me. You were funded by Bob Shillman. Well, I haven't been. But I'm going to approach Bob Shillman.
Oh, come off it. We know what you're going to do, and we know what he's going to give you because we know who's behind you, Tommy. But go on, you're giving us a bloody good laugh, especially with those new teeth.
Now, and I'm going to ask Bob Shillman, because everyone says it anyway, Bob, yeah? But I'm going to ask him, not to fund me, to fund you. If you're travelling from any corner of Britain, I want you to see and hear. I don't want you to have a wasted journey coming down and not be part of that experience of that cultural celebration and festival that we have. So I'm going to go see Bob now. I'm going to explain to him the situation we're in.
You don't want them to see. I'm just wondering, can you supply a list of all the people supplying the big screens, the companies behind them, the contractors who are doing all the work? Will anything be funneled back to you, Tommy? Do they have brown envelopes still in London? They used to when I was there. Yeah. But carry on, Tommy.
How far off the target we are, and see if he can help. See if he can help so that we can make sure everyone that comes can see and hear this event. So, did the production company to let them know that there is an invoice and money on its way. Dr. Bob Shillman donated $100,000, not to me, to make sure that you...
Go away, Tommy. I've got to edit a video. Catch you on the next one, guys.
Everyone's coming, everyone's going to see, everyone's going to hear. It's going to have a safe environment. Let's go. Dr. Bob, 2 years ago, we set up an organisation in the United Kingdom called Unite the Kingdom, with the goal of shifting the Overton window, giving people back a sense of identity, a sense of community. We're 2 years in. Our last event on September 13th had millions to send on our capital city. We're accelerating towards our next date, which is May the 16th. I'm here to ask for your help and support, not for me, but for our supporters. Our supporters have worked hard to donate money to put on the event that we're putting on, but the big feedback we had last time was so many people didn't get to see or hear. We've exhausted our attempts.
You mean you've drained almost everything you can from the British Patriots? And with more of them waking up to your grift, Tommy? They're not just feeding your habits, are they? They're not funding your millionaire lifestyle. No. The guy there is Bob Shillman. He sits on the boards of the Friends of the Israeli Defense Forces, the Jewish Foundation for the Righteous, and the David Horowitz Freedom Center. In May 2008, President George W. Bush appointed him to serve on the honorary delegation to accompany him to Jerusalem for the celebration of the 60th anniversary of the State of Israel. The man is a rabid Zionist. He's probably one of the guys who gives Tommy his instructions. He's been described as a counter-jihadi, elite, high-profile financier. In and around August 2017, he funded several far-right counter-jihadi activists who were appointed Shillman Fellows. Laura Loomer, Raheem Kassem and Katie Hopkins. In August 2018, it was revealed by the Times that Shillman had been providing finances to British far-right activist Tommy Robinson. What did Tommy say at the start of the interview? Hadn't met him, hadn't received any money from him. Lying, Tommy? You wouldn't lie, would you? Well, of course you would, you're a grifter. Still like your teeth, though. They give me a laugh. Okay, guys, you've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow. See you on the next one.